Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Monday night OpenTTD Let's Play. Brandon's promising he didn't forget, but Brandon, you turned up on time, even if you didn't remember. So hello to you and everybody else who's joined. We've got people watching on YouTube and Twitch, which is lovely to see you all coming along. Numbers are growing, so I think there's a few people that have been about. So what can I tell you? Well, we're going to be cracking on, of course, with our OpenTTD. That's why we're here. Last time we got a load of stuff up and running. It was... what was it? It was Elon Lipton's area, I think. You got distracted by thinking of D&D one-shot module campaign. Oh, right, okay. I do love a good bit of D&D. It's been a while since I've done that. And there's Party Piggy. Hello, Party Piggy. It was myself, DJ Egg, and Party Piggy that went onto Minecraft at lunchtime and got a few things sorted out. I did record it. I recorded a time lapse of what we did, and I'll include it in one of the upcoming episodes. But hello, everybody, and welcome. It's been very, very busy round here. But the new schedule, I think, is going to work. I think we're going to be good. I don't think we're going to have to make any changes to the schedule yet. So hello and welcome everybody as we jump into some OpenTTD. Right then. Well, yep, here we go. We are cracking off. Welcome. First time catching a stream about OpenTTD? Wow. Welcome indeed then. We've got to get some OpenTTD in, haven't we? If you're interested in OpenTTD, you would likely be interested in my Transport Fever Let's Play as well. That has lots of trains in it too. And we're doing that tomorrow night, same time. So, looking at here, we've got our rods coming in into Jimster's Gaming's area where we're producing our tyres. And everything is fantastic. The only thing we're a little bit slow on is that we're not getting a lot of stuff coming through carbon steel through at this furnace. So we might have to supply just more than manganese. But we do have options. You're ready for some good old OpenTTD content? I hope so. What? Have we got more spam again? Yeah, we get rid of that. I mean, it's almost no point in blocking them. Because like they just come back with a different name every single time. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is starting off the next section of bringing stuff in to the assembly plan. Now, I did have a think about this and try and figure it out. But the problem was, I did, and then I forgot what I did. So we've got to try and remember and figure it out. Let's have a look here. What the moderator's putting in. Yeah, we need to do something about that. I mean, I don't think there is anything. I'm also not sure if my chat's working. I think my chat's broke. But never mind, we'll crack on. So at the assembly plant, we're now going to be moving on to either vehicle parts, bodies, or engines. Maybe we should go and have a look at the supply chain. Bear with me a second, I'll get that on screen. And it is, we're playing FIRS 0.1, I believe. And we are playing the Steeltown economy. Here we go. Right, let's get this on screen. Screen. Where's my screen button? There it is. I moved it slightly. So, over here on the right-hand side, we've got the assembly plant. And we have done the tyre plant. So the next thing we're going to do is either the component factory, the body plant, or the engine plant. It is FIRS 4. It's 4.0.1 that I'm playing, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Do you know something as to Simutrains? It looks like OpenTTD, and it seems great in your opinion, but you don't know how the game is, how it's played. To be honest, I think I had a look at that and I was like, there is nothing about this that really appeals to me. It's like, yeah, I'd have to go and have a look again to try and work it out. I think what we're going to do... ooh, what's this? Vehicle distributor. Interesting. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by different things on the chart that I haven't seen before. So what we were going to do is we're going to do the engine plant, right? I remember now because we can get cast iron in from the blast furnace, right? The blast furnace is something we already have at ALM's Blasting. Okay? Monday evenings are the best. Monday evenings are the best. Tuesday evenings are the best, and also Thursday evenings with Skyrim. You know what? I was working today, and I was like, "Oh, I'm streaming tonight. I'd love it to be Skyrim." Not because I don't want to do OpenTTD, but just because I was so in the mood for some Skyrim. That was just ridiculous. Never mind. All right. Okay. So we're going to do the blast furnace. Shall I draw on this again for us? Yeah, let's draw on it again. So bear with me a second. Let's get this and get a new screenshot of that. We'll get it into doodling mode and then we'll bring that back on. Right, okay. We did this before and it was fun. So today we're going to be doing the engine plant, okay? To get the engine plant, we can bring in 3 things. Cast iron, aluminium, and down here... sand. Now, all of these things we need to bring to our engine plant, but we can start off with 1 or 2. Now, we've already got a bulk terminal, right? And that's where the aluminium comes from. And we're taking rubber from the bulk terminal, and we are taking manganese from the bulk terminal. So we need another output from the bulk terminal to bring in the aluminium. So that's just one line straight there. We've already got a blast. So that's for the bulk terminal, by the way. We've already got a blast furnace, so we can take the blast furnace stuff out with one line there, and then I guess we just need to link in any nearby sand. So it's, in theory, we should be doing like 3 or 4 lines. There you go. Brandon's posted the link out again. So I think we've got an idea of what we need to be doing today. We've already got the blast furnace. We've already got the bulk terminal. I've lost my mouse cursor. There it is. So we just need to add 2 lines in. The bad news is our bulk terminal is nowhere near our engine plant. It's kind of like on this grid. It's miles away. And the blast furnace isn't too bad. In fact, this is actually very representative. We've got a lot of stuff to cross over. We can't really go this way, and we can't really go that way. But enough of scribbling on this. Let's do some OpenTTD. Okay, engine plant. So we need to find a place for our engine plant that's somewhere between our assembly plant and where the stuff is coming from. Now, ALM's Blasting over here is where the... Oh, I've already forgotten. Did I close the window? No, I didn't. Okay. That is where the cast iron's coming from. No, it isn't. That's a blast furnace. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, this is different. No, wait, I'm looking at requires. Silly me. Silly me. So we are getting cast iron coming out of there. So one of the things that we need over here is pig iron. So we need pig iron going one way, cast iron going the other, and then we need another station over here to grab some of the aluminium. But let's get that engine plant in first. So our engine plant should go halfway between ALM's Blasting and the assembly plant, in my opinion. And where should we put it? I could use boats. I don't think I will use boats. To take it across the lake seems like a terrible idea. You said you could use boats. You didn't say that I should use boats. Use the small amount of stuff you're already sending out to trigger gung ho. Only takes a delivery each quarter. A lot of the stuff we're not doing anything with ALM's blasting. We're not actually transporting anything. So we'll be able to do something with that. That's not a problem. Elaine says you could use boats. You definitely should not use boats. So let's have a look at the map to get a good idea of the land. The lay of the land. Let's get rid of the town names. Let's get rid of the town names. There we go. So we want to be coming from up here down across to there. And there's a whole load of hills in the way. This is, I think we're going to have to go for another load of drawing. Where's my shortcut key? There it is. Let's take a snapshot of that. Right, what do we reckon, folks? So we're going to have a station in over here. Got to have that near my head. Okay, so that is where we're going to be picking out the materials. And then we'll have a brand new station over here at the engine doohickey, the vehicle factory. Whatever it's called, the vehicle factory. And we need to find a route from there to here that goes via an engine production plant. Drawing with Hellish. It's planning. It's important on... Look, oh no, I just accidentally got rid of it. Hang on a second. There we go. So we're going from up here to down here, and we need something in the middle. You need more boys, and then to do the orders on the boys both ways. What? Oh, the only thing getting lost at? Yeah, you just need a lot of them. So here, roughly in the middle, there is a relatively good area of space where there's no rivers. The land's quite flat. I mean, over here as well. That is an option. They're two good options to me. Actually, there's a third option here. Right, I'm going to let chat decide. Are we going to put the engine plant, or whatever it's called, in 1, 2, or 3? Shout out in chat which one you think it should be. Because our supplies are going to be coming out from here. And they're going to be going in here. And we've also got some other things over at that that port over here that we're going to have to bring across the water and bring in here. We might just have one big station to do that. Could use planes. No. Planes do not have the carrying capacity for what we're doing. It has to be trains. Road vehicles, too slow, don't get enough profit. Planes don't have enough carrying capacity and you can't get the throughput through airports. Ships are just terrible. You have to use trains. Oh wow! So, if anybody's interested, by the way, I'm eating nuts. I've got a little pot, and it's they're honey. They're honey nuts. Honey nuts. Brandon says, ships have infinite throughput. Yes, they do have infinite throughput, but when everything else is terrible, Brandon, then it just doesn't matter. Okay, the chat is saying too. So what we need to do is we need to build an engine plant here, and then that stuff coming from ALM's blasting will come out there. And we need to work out a route, like an actual route. So this is where we're going to be putting the engine plant. we need to work out where the railway line's going to go, or roughly where it's going to go. The problem is we've got a massive, great big hill here. And I don't know what to do about that. It might be that we do something where a railway line comes in here and loops around and then comes back out that way so that we can come down like sort of here. Because this is relatively good land. And then if we do like a kink, because a little bit of kinking is all good, we can come straight in. That works quite nicely. But then getting from here all the way down there is a nightmare. I don't know whether to go all the way around or just bulldoze it through. What? Oh, you can't see. Sorry. There you go. So what I said was you can come round this part here. And if we go round that hill, then we can just come straight down, have a little kink and go in. So I think that's okay. And then this hill here is going to be a problem. So we either come down here like that, or we just plough through the hill. So I'm not sure. Anyway, we know where we're going to start. We know what we're doing. We need to get the bits that we need. I'm going to move my reference diagram up here. Where's it gone? Let's reset the scaling on that so I can see what I'm doing. So we need an engine plant. Where's the map? An engine plant somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful flatland. Can't you use tunnels? You can use tunnels, but you can't have signals in tunnels. So it takes a very long time to go through. And the throughput through the tunnel is tiny, especially for like long tunnels. So the first thing we're going to do is fund an engine plant. Right in the middle. There we go. Tunnels are terrible for throughput. Yeah, tunnels are terrible. So what we'll do is we'll pop a couple of stations in here. So now we're going to have two different lots of trains coming in, but they're just going to be dropping off one thing. I feel like if we... should we do length 10 here, folks? Or should we go down to 6? I feel like this section, this should be length 10. Do you think it should be length 10? I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to the chat. Should the stations at this engine plant, be length 10? We'll see. I'm kind of on the edge. I really don't know. We'll see what the chat has to say about that. But in either case, I should get on with this station, but I can't. Chat's saying 6. More length, more good, says Brandon. Oh, now we're feeling divided, aren't we? So this is where I was going to bring in the railway line, like right past that that depot, and then just bring it in around here. We're going to have to get rid of all of this river. Party Piggy says more is better. I think so far chat's saying that we should go with 10. Poor river. I know, poor river, but we have to make room for progress. People need road vehicles, and we need to make them with trains. I know, the river's fine. Mate, it's not fine. It's completely gone. Completely gone. Ooh. You feel like a dum-dum. Hellish is thinking about the placement and all the stuff. I'm just popping down stations nearby and transporting it with the basic signals. Well, you know what? I mean, I do that sometimes. But it really just depends. I mean, on this series, I kind of want to do a really good job of it. So, yeah. Okay, so basically a couple of people have said bigger and one said smaller. So we're going to go with length 10. So somehow I need to get a length 10 station in here. I think... See, look, with that piece of track, that's the closest I could go. But then we wouldn't have depots on the exit. The depots would be further down. But that's, again, not too much of a problem. And then... See, if I put the station there, it's out of range. That's not out of range. But then we would have to have, like, one bit of track for signals. That reaches. That actually reaches. There we go, folks. Ooh, no, I didn't mean to do that. We've got our drag and drop for our station. So we need to choose our station type. What are we going to be picking up? We are going to be picking up cast iron. So, let's see. Is it processed products? Yeah. So what station? We've got grain, livestock, mint. It's definitely not a mineral. It's not oil or wood. I think we're probably going to have to go with some sort of freight station or steel sections. Because it's a type of metal. Let's try that. Let's try that. So we're going to do 6 by 10. I think. Yeah. Flongfling Pool refuses to allow it. No kidding. This town here, this tiny little town, I've just obliterated their river system and completely annihilated their hillsides. They think I'm appalling. We'll get some trees on that, though. And everything will be fine. If you're interested in trees, I do have the trees t-shirt over on my store, hellishstore.net. If you feel like supporting the channel in that way, or taking a look to see what's there, go over to hellishstore.net and check it out. Right, here we go. So, we need to have... Again, this is a little bit difficult to see, so I might actually just make the stations transparent for now. There we go. Now, I'm not sure what our throughput's going to be like through here. We may have to improve this. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as a dual setup. So we'll have one bit going around like this. And the other bit like that. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm just working it out as I go along. So let's get the... there we go. Let's get the depots in there, double depots. We'll take out the forbidden bit of track. And then because we're doing 10 length, we'll give it a good length there. Signal before the splits, one before the depot. And then let's make sure we've got 10 in length there and bring them together. And we may as well continue this diagonal to here. And actually, we just need a signal there too before the split. There we go. Might need to revamp the area with some fancy looking stations. That's right. So I added the fancy stations partway through this Let's Play. So we've got some old fashioned stations in here that we might need to revamp. Maybe we'll save that for maybe next time or something like that. That'd be good. So, yeah. It'll be fun. So now we should be able to start picking up some of that cast iron, which will be nice. And then we're going to try and get ourselves down this section of the countryside towards here. We'll do a little wiggle. But if we can do it so that we just miss whatever that is, that glass works. That would be... No, we're going to crash into stuff if we try that. Okay, In that case, we won't try and miss the glassworks. We will ignore the glassworks. Maybe put a wiggle in. A few little wiggles is fine. Now, at the moment, because I'm thinking about a corner here, I'm now thinking I shouldn't have straight bits here at all. We should just go straight across. Let's do that. There we go. This is 5 for pick up and 2 to leave. What? I'm not quite sure what you mean. All 6 lines are picking up there. There we go. So the track's coming out. We can title the episode Prettying Things Up. I'm not sure if people would like a Prettying Things Up episode. Would people like a pretty episode? Okay, so we're going to run into an industry if we go that way. So let's come down here and just get rid of that river. Or at least that part of it. We only get rid of the bits we need. And then when we get to here, we're going to have to try and do a diagonal. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do what. It's alright. Instead of doing one big diagonal, we'll do a few little ones. And that's not going to harm the train speed at all. There we go. Just do a furrow for that through that land. At least some of an episode dedicated to make things look nice, especially for the stationary bits. Okay. I'll think about that then. I will think about that. Let's get a heavy freight station for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. And for this one, where the entrance is coming in that way, I'm going to do it a little bit different here. Oh, there's a building in the way. We'll move it south. We'll move it further south, give ourselves some more room. There we go. Get the depots on. Remove the forbidden bit of track. Now hang on a second. And then what we'll do is we'll get the next one coming in here. So it's similar to the one we did up there, except it's slightly different. There we go. Get rid of the forbidden bit of track. Signal before going in. Length 10 after the signal before the depot. One extra one there. Bring it out. Connect it up. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So that's the in. So that's where I want to be heading towards. It looks like we didn't do too bad. You can make rainbow trains. I know you can really play around with the colours, you can. Okay, for the exit on the station, I think I'm going to have them all just merge in. Nah, no, we won't. We'll do the same. We'll do the same. We'll have it come out here. We'll do something like that, maybe. Certainly won't have a depot facing that way around. That's pretty pointless. There we go. And then we'll get this all merging down together. Go across the water. Oh, actually, no, wait. We'll come diagonally this way. Means I have to get rid of a bit more water, but then it'll connect up nicely. Oh, extra signal where I don't want it. So then we need signals on the end of the platforms to break up the station into individual blocks per platform. One before the depot's there, we've got that side sorted out. One before that split, we can push signals down that line. Just check it goes all the way. Yep, it does. We can even put one there. And then back down there, and I think we're missing the signals here. There we go. You can colour each group. Yeah, you can have loads of different groups. I don't use groups. I just don't. It's just the way that I do things. Feel like having depots after a station is asking for trouble? Nah, not really. It is and it isn't. I mean, if you're having your depots this close to a station in the first place, then it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Okay, so there's our first line done. It's in. We haven't got any depots along the way. Probably should do that. So I'm going to do that quickly. We're going to do that by just having nice, simple, big, long, off the main line sections that come out there. Go along here. There we go. Oh, and for these ones, we don't just take out the forbidden piece of track. We actually take out the through piece of track as well. It's to stop trains just using it to try and get around other trains. Because then all that does is it makes the depot not available for the impatient train. There we go. So that's one set of depots. When it's just a simple little double line like that, it is relatively straightforward, isn't it? So I'm going to do the same over here as well. I really, really wish there was some sort of like copy and paste tool. And I think there might be in patched OpenTTD, but I don't actually get involved with patched OpenTTD at all yet. One day I might. So let's have a look. Is this we drive on the right thing? It's what we drive on the right thing. It looks like the southern side output coverage for this convergence for the signals is wrong. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it. We'll figure it out. There we go. So let's have a look. So we come out the station, signals are fine there. Then we come up to the depots, signals are fine there. And then, yep, that looks fine to me. That's all good. That is all good. Oh, we are missing a signal here though. There we go. Oh, have I set this up the opposite to the rest of the network? No, I haven't. Oof. I hate it if I get that sort of situation going on. Right then, so we don't need to do anything else. We can get the iron ore. Actually, I just hit the microphone. I didn't mean to. I've just realised we need some waypoints. And I'll explain why later. But I'll put them in now and we'll do... We'll rename this one. So we'll call this iron. It's not iron ore though, is it? It's iron ore is what we can take in. It's cast iron that's coming out. So we need to go new vehicles, steam engine. And I'm just going to put one engine for it for now because I feel like we're going to upgrade sometime soon. And if we upgrade sometime soon, we're going to get a more powerful engine and it'll be fine. And then we are doing cast iron, which is a type of goods van. 10 in length. There we go. Nice long train. And we're going to say go here full load. Then we're going to say go all the way down here. And that'll be an unload. And on the way back, I want you to go through that particular waypoint. And we'll clone it so that there are 3 of them and send them on their way. Now, that's line number 1. There's a blueprint mod. I don't think there's a blueprint mod for patched OpenTTD, but I don't think there's one for standard. God, it's getting warm in this room. It's 23 degrees in here. So now we need to get something that's over here. Or is it? I'm pretty sure it's the. Is it the pig iron? I think we need to get the pig iron across this water to this furnace. Yep, we do. And then we need to get the aluminium from here back down here. I propose that I'm going to use the same stuff. You'd call it nippy. Oh, it's what? Well, you're using. That's you're not Fahrenheit. You're probably thinking Fahrenheit. So let's give it a go. We're gonna try and put everything all in. So this station is rubbish. It's a terrible drop-off station. We need to do something. 25 degrees Fahrenheit is like minus 60 Celsius. Yeah, that would be why it's nippy, wouldn't it? So this station's in the way. It's terrible. It's a drop-off station for something. We need to just move it and improve it. So it looks like we're dropping off some sort of mineral. So we'll go with mineral unloader. It looks like we're 6 length. And we've got 3 for dropping off. I think we ought to upgrade that potentially to 4. Oh, the local authority refuses to allow it because they hate me. Ugh. Bear with me a second, folks. So let's get the trees out. Again. See if we can make any... No, they still think I'm appalling. Right. We're going to destroy as much as we can in terms of trees. Don't really want to accidentally destroy anything else. So the problem is there's not a lot of room around here. Just having a good look. Okay, so let's get rid of all those trees. And then they're going to think we're appalling. So our score is going to be like minus 400 now. But if we do that... no, it's not. It's like 2,000, I think. They think we're good. There you are. We just got rid of all of them. You don't see drop stations ever handling more than 3 trains per line. That is probably because the throughput of the line is relatively small. So let's put the new station here. Here we go. So there's the inn. I'm glad that that's the right way round. We can just hook this up. See, we're doing an upgrade here purely because I can't, well, not can't be bothered, but this station's in the way, and we're not going to come back and then re-upgrade it again later. Once you get above 6, it's jamming. There is a certain throughput which a line can handle. So, like, once you get past so many platforms, it's pointless. This is why when I see people with like 8 or 10 lane stations and 1 track going into it, I'm like, that's pointless. Absolutely pointless. You can only get so many trains through there at once. Okay, so hopefully we won't disrupt the dropping off too much. We have got a train that's confused. Pop those signals in there. But then once we get the station tool and do remove, then there we go. So not only has this upgraded this station, we've put an extra lane in it. We put an extra platform. Whoa, steady camera. But now it's also one of the new stations. So there we go. What do you mean can't build trains there? There we go. So that's done. I'm happy with that. That gives us more room here. So if we design it so that... Oh, what should we do with this one? Are we picking anything up here? Yes, we are. So I want a 3-lane pickup and a multi-lane drop-off. All separate. And we're going to use 6-track trains here, I think. Yeah, we're going back down to 6 here. Excuse me. I think I've got some peanuts stuck in my throat. Hang on. That's better. Right then, folks. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here. The only problem is I don't know which platforms are going to be which. So I think what I'll do for the pickup station, I'll do the 3 platforms first, and we are picking up the pig iron, which I think is going to be like mineral. I'm not sure. So let's get 3 tracks, platform length 6. Put that in there. Oh, of course the local authorities still refuse to allow it. They think I'm appalling again. Let's get more trees on the situation. Now what do they think I'm like? They still think I'm appalling. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go full treeage. Okay. They still think I'm appalling. Right. I don't like doing it. I don't normally do it, but there we go. We're going to get rid of so many trees. There we go. Hopefully that will get rid of enough trees for me to now be able to put them all back in again. I mean, personally, I don't like the way this works. I think there should be no minimum to how much a town hates you. See, look, we're back up to good. Okay, so we get our 3 platforms in there for the minerals, and then we're going to be dropping off stuff. And we're going to be dropping off all sorts of things. So we'll go with, like, Good Station A. And for dropping off that... What, they refused to allow? All I did was put a station in. Oh, they think I'm appalling again. It's really easy for them to think I'm appalling. Okay, let's keep trying. And the survey says still appalling. Right, I'm gonna try and bribe them, because if that doesn't work, we've got a station in already, so that's fine. Okay, we've got it up to poor, so we bribed them twice. There's the good station. Brilliant. That's going to be dropping off, and we'll get these to have bits on the end so that we can put the signals in, because if we don't, the whole station counts as one block. And then this section here we will have as one specific thing, and we'll use a waypoint to make them go in there. And then the other station, we'll do like a similar sort of thing. The only problem here is if they want to use the depot should not... Yeah, the depot shouldn't be after the waypoint. So for example, like this waypoint here, we're going to have to just move this train. The train's in the way, so... Right, so these depots need moving. Depot should always be out. Then again, right, if they're coming down the track and they decide they want to go to the depot, it's going to be a problem anyway. Oh, I need to think of a new way of doing this. And while I think of a new way of doing this, let's have a quick break. I'm going to get another drink. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'll leave you with some clips, chat amongst yourselves, and then we'll fix this. We will. We'll fix it. It'll be all right. Honest, I think. Oh my goodness. This guy's a lot faster than the one on the end. Oh my goodness. Can't even see this thing's name. I think I hit it. Where's it gone? I looked away for just a moment. Oh, there it is. Oh, I should have been ready. I think I got it in the wing. Oh, I missed again. Come on. Oh, Lydia's back. What? No, the... Ah. Is that shooting at me or is that somebody else?
Not me.
Me.
Oh, thank... I thought it was shoot... No, my goodness, I can see it. This is extremely dangerous for me, Brandon. Why are you doing this to me?
I got it.
No, I got it.
No, I got it. I shot it with a bow.
I also shot it with a bow.
No.
Right then.
Oh, but that's not safe at all.
No, it was not safe for me to be there while you was aggroing guests.
No, the ghost aggroed me.
Okay, there we go. Oh, is it legging it? Oh, I got it. Whoa, it's coming my way. Okay. I think I missed there. Right, last arrow. Yeah, fantastic. I got quite lost. Oh my goodness, it's a bear. Oh my goodness, no, run. I didn't see the bear. Oh my goodness, it's right behind me. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This guy's a lot faster than... Okay, folks. Hello. Welcome back. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Because if I put the waypoints after the depots, they could just choose any old depot to go to, and then they'd end up heading towards the wrong waypoint. If I put the waypoint before the depots, they could decide that they need to go to the depot before they need to go to the waypoint. So I'm going to check. I'm just going to get rid of the waypoints. I'm going to get rid of the waypoints, and I'm going to change the station. And we're going to have 2 stations. So if we go in here, depots before the waypoints, before the split. Yeah, but the problem there is that then you're slowing down. The town won't let you split them. That's probably true, actually. I mean, ideally, I think 2 stations would be better than two waypoints. You have one pickup for one thing and one pickup for the other thing. Yeah. I'm going to split the station. Even if the town won't let me. It's going to happen. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that. And then I'm going to attempt to put a goods loading in, which they won't let me do. We're going to try and do it anyway. Yeah, they refuse to allow it. Although they still think I'm appalling. Right, we're going to have to destroy all the trees again. And then plant them all again. Which, I don't like this tactic. I'll definitely have that on record. People suggest it to me all the time. They're like, oh, Hellish, you can do this. I'm like, I know. I just don't like doing it. I prefer doing it other ways usually. There we go. They're gonna. That's like the most appalling somebody could actually think of me. Now let's see if we can get some trees in. Alright, okay. What do the town think of me now? They think I'm poor. That's good enough, I think. That is good enough. Poor is good enough for me. So if I hold control, I can build a separate station. Excuse me. Even though they're next to each other, and that solves all my problems. Yeah, they're going to get mad when I do anything, to be honest, but there we go. So we're going to have to actually we're going to have the same problem over here with the depots and that. I mean, if it was a low throughput line, I would just add the depots over here. Okay, but I actually want 2 lots of double depots. And the only way for that to be effective, I feel... Oh no, it can still happen. I've just realised it can still happen. They could go to the wrong depot. They can still go to the wrong depot. It doesn't make a difference. I don't know what to do. I guess we could just leave it. Add a loop back in. Let's add a loop back. So we'll give them a get out of jail free card. So if they go wrong, yeah, problem solved. We've got a loop back. Should never need it, but it's there. And then if a train goes into the wrong station because of the depot, then it's fine. And we'll solve that problem here as well by doing that as well. So we'll put the depots, we'll put the waypoints back in. We'll get the signals in like that. Put a few signal backwards, increase the pathfinding cost, and it will choose the right one. I mean, yeah, you're right. It will increase the pathfinding cost, but like when a train's coming down, like how do you ensure that which one is the right one? It depends which station it's going to. You can't force it because you just don't know. The logic isn't there. We have no logic. We have no intelligence. Right, okay, so now we've got all our stations in, we can build out on the land and not really care about it. There we go. And I think I'll come out just a little bit more actually as well. There we go. And the reason for this is that one of them's a pickup station and one of them is a drop-off. And I don't want trains stacking up to pick up being a problem. And here, I'm going to make that a forced depot because that will mean that trains, if we get a queue of trains waiting to pick up, it won't block off the access to the drop-off. And then we can get our depots in for after the drop-off. And there we go, and after the pickup. And then because these are length 6, we'll just go 6 and 6 and then just merge them together as one. And then we need to get them across this water. And we're just going to go straight across. We're just going to plow straight through everything and we're going to do it here. So we'll come up a little bit. And then, there we go. I'm just thinking, because of the way that I've done this, it'd probably be better to just change that over. Whoa, steady. And we'll get rid of all that. Get rid of all that. Put the signal there. That's much better. Much, much better. It's very nice. Yes. Isn't it? Set a last chance option depot on the line after the signal before they decide. Once they choose a path, they don't change. I mean, the problem is choice. Like here, they will choose which line to go down. No, that's the wrong station. Here. So here they will choose which line to go down depending on which station they want to go to or which waypoint, depending how we had it. But if they're coming down the line, they'll choose to go to one of the 4 depots if they need a service. And once they've gone to one of the 4 depots, that's it. It's like they're going through a set of platforms and it may not be the right one. So without having 2 separate railway lines, the best way I think of doing it is putting a loop back in. So we need a loop back here, but luckily for me, a little loop back is easy to do. There we go. And I think putting a signal on the loop back will also help with flow. I mean it's path signal, so it should be fine anyway. Elaine says, would it work if you put the depots on the same relative length of track from the track? And then the depots being equal distance from each other, normal logic would dictate they'd go for one of the 2 on the line, and they'd need to go anyways, right? You would hope that, Elaine, wouldn't you? But that's not how it works. I think there is a preference for left or right. Signal optional depot split, force depot into station. Signal optional depot split. Yeah, that would only go wrong if they decided to service after the optional depot but before the split. You can add some backwards PBS or 2 to hide the depots. Oh, my goodness, now we're really getting into it. Now we're really getting into the depths of it, aren't we? Let's crack on and build this line so we can get some trains on it and get some product coming through. Maybe we can add some technicalities later on and improve it. I'm just going to do that. For me, it seems like a good idea. No, it's not a good idea. Because we need to include the loopback. Okay, so that's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, so let's get all these signals in. That's all good. That's all good there as well. Yep, that's cool. So then we need to do a bit of land dredging. We've got 32 million to play with. That costs 2 million. If we get the railway lines in, we can think about improvements to the stations later if we need to. Because there's no point improving a station that just doesn't exist. There we go. And I suppose some people might say there's no point in having a station and building it if you're just going to improve it later anyway. But then, like, if you spend too long thinking about and tweaking and modifying your stations, you never get any trains in. You never get anything moving. You need to getting your network moving is more important, especially when you're playing where the game isn't paused. So, yeah. So one of the things we need to do is have the track split off up here into two different things. So one of them we're coming up in over here to pick up something. We're probably going to have to add a station in. So let's do that. So we've got we're going to do a little inline like this. I think 4 pickup lines will do. And we're picking up aluminium, so we'll use we'll use a steel mill. Why not? Because it's steel after all. Well, no, aluminium isn't steel, but they're both metal. That's what I meant. I kind of knew what I meant. Kind of. Okay. We do not want that bit there. There we go. Luckily, this sort of station is going to be a lot more simple to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pick up the aluminium. We're going to come down this line. We're going to transfer it here. Oh no, because it has to be part of the same state. Right, we're going to have to move it across with trucks or something. We're going to have to transfer the transferred goods from one set of platforms to another. The other option is that we don't actually get them to come in here. We get the extra railway line to somehow come through and drop off there. Oh, what do we think? Spread station is too far to spread, Brandon. It's way too far to spread. The station spread for this would be 21. So we can't do that. That's not going to work. So we either need some sort of transfer service, or we need to move the railway line somehow. Even if I swap the platforms over though, and we use these ones instead of those ones, we could actually do it. A train transfer service? I don't know if it'd keep up, Egg. If we swap over the railway lines, we could probably do it. It's just this town hates us still, so I don't really want to have to do that. Train transfer service. I mean, I haven't really got room, but we could use a tunnel. Okay, I'll let chat talk about what way we should transfer those things, and I'll build the stations on the other side. It needs to be done. I have no idea how we're going to do it. Ooh, steady. So we come out. There we go. I mean, I'd like to just be able to say there's an easy option. But we either need to transfer it between the two or swap all the stations around. And swapping all the stations around would be a pain with the local authority. Right, we've got this junction here. It'd be nice if we weren't going round and doing that. I guess a tunnel would be best. But I don't really know how that would work. So let me have a look. So we'd have to go down here. And down there. Pop a tunnel in here. I guess that kind of works. No. We want the land to go up. Then we want the land to go up again. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake again. There we go. Then we want the land to go down. Make a little hole. And we'll keep that going for a little way. And then we'll just come up and on. There you go. That's fine. And we need to keep this this bit of land here. Otherwise, if we get rid of that bit of land, we're going to have problems. So then we need to do some dropping off. For dropping off here, I don't know what it is, so we'll just use a heavy freight station. 3 tracks will be fine for a drop off. May as well connect it to the same set of platforms there. There we go. And we can't... Ooh. Can we just come across here and connect up there? I mean, really, what I'm going to do is this, because I don't want it to become too overcomplicated. That does feel like it's too overcomplicated, though. We don't need... Yeah, right, I'm going to do this properly. So let's bring that back. That also makes this tunnel smaller, which is good. The smaller the tunnel, the less the signal problems. And then I guess... if we come straight back up again, rather than staying down, then these two should be able to just meet. I mean, that is turning quite a sharp turn, but overall I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I thought it was going to not be okay, but it is. Okay, well, let's see what the track's saying. Oh, my diagonal hills look awful. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I don't like diagonal hills. Sometimes they have to be done, though. Brandon says, this reminds me of Viewers Game 3, where you wanted to tunnel under an industry straight into the sea. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right? Okay, so all that section's done. Whoa. I'm not sure what they've done with this like mouse acceleration. I'm sure they made a change at some point. And I don't like it. There we go. So we've got that done as well. So we've got all of that sorted out. We've still got trains here. It's the transferring I need to do now. Bean says, for once, boats might not be so bad. That is actually true. For once, boats might not be so bad. What we'll do is we'll do it road vehicles to begin with. I think. Oh, I don't know. It's a Dutch railway service, yes, because it's in the water. As Dom says, sweet, rarely catching you live. Thanks for the awesome OpenTTD stuff. You're welcome. I'm currently considering putting a lorry station in, but I can't bring myself to do it. We're going to have a little train. We're going to have a tiny little 1-track, 3-length train just shuttling backwards and forwards. So if I put this... Oh, of course the local authority refuses to allow... Right, we're going to bribe them. Oh, we've been found out by a regional investigator. Oh, fab. Ah. Okay. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. This is why you should plan out your railways better. Definitely should plan it out much better than that. They must have really hated... Why does this town hate me? Why does this tiny little town surrounded by loads of train stations hate me? I have no idea. Let's get the trains going. So we're picking up the pig iron over here. So new vehicles, engines, add, down to pig iron, convert and fit the goods van. And then we'll say, okay, go here, full load, come down the line, drop it off over here, come all the way back and use this waypoint. And then we'll clone it so there's 3 of them and send them all on their way. And then all the way down over here, we're going to go new vehicles, we're going to go engines only. Pick up that one. And over here we're picking up aluminium. Aluminium. In a 6-length train. Not 6.5. Get rid of that carriage. And we'll go full load here. All the way down Yaha. And we'll go through that waypoint into that section of the station. And all the way back again. And we'll say that we're going to have 4 of them to start with and set them on the way. Could it be too many train stations? No. No, it's not too many train stations. We will get this connected up somehow, though. I haven't decided how yet. I'm just trying to think about different ways we could do it. Was it manganese? Oh, hang on, look, aluminium. We're producing aluminium from there as well. There's some aluminium over here. Well, how much aluminium do we want? As much as we can get, that's what the answer is. Okay. Right, so what we need is to extend this train station, Flongfing Pool Bridge North. Yeah, they think I'm appalling, but can I still do the trees? Oops. Oops. just deleting my own railway lines there. That's not a good plan. Just like get rid of all these trees. I don't know if I'm completely locked out from purchasing and building anything. But we'll find out. I'm going to try and do something with trees. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. More of an experiment than anything else. So they think I'm appalling. Obviously, there's still a rating there. Let's see what happens when I place some trees. Does that shift at all? And the survey says medium. Okay, so it does actually change to medium. Which means then, can I now place a station? And the idea I've got, and this is actually a really good idea, is we do this way around. So we do 2 tracks, 6 length here. We connected to we connected to from Finsbury Broad North. So then we're going to be picking up aluminium from the bulk terminal and aluminium from these platforms. And then we come down here. And then we drop it off down here. Except we can't. Because it's all in the way. But it's fine. We'll just rotate the station. And put it there. Oh, this is like a terrible, terrible hack. Oh, it doesn't even turn around the corner in time. I mean, oh wait. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I can't look at it. No, this is the worst railway line I've ever made. Oh, you can't even... Oh, I need to move the station back. The town won't like it. They don't... I can't bribe them. Delete more trees. And I have to move that station back. I know I just accidentally deleted some track, but at the moment I don't care. It's fine. It's going to be fine. There we go. Let's see if we can tree this thing back up. This should have been called the Trees live stream. Oh, they still think I'm appalling. Make the turn before climbing. Make the turn before climbing. Make the turn before climbing. That might do it. That might do it. Oh, who was that? Jan, thank you. That's what I was looking for. We're going to make this work. This is like the worst thing I've ever done, but it's going to work. Can't believe I'm doing this. We can't even get a depot in. We're going to have to... I don't know. We've only got room for one depot. You know what? All we need is one depot. All you need is a depot. La 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 la. Okay, new vehicles. Engines only. Train. Then we're shifting, I can't even remember what, aluminium. And we're going to get 3 trains. And it'll be fine. Going to get it to full load there. Unload there. And everything's going to be hooked. Oh my goodness, what a terrible, terrible, terrible mess that is. Good solution. 3 trains. Why not? What's wrong with 3 trains, Egg? As someone who has played OpenTTD since last week, that rail looks good to me. I love it. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I think we've got all the trains going. We've got all the trains to load from here. We've got the trains to do that connection and bring things down. The only thing we haven't got are these trains. The ones that's now picking up the aluminium. So the big aluminium trains. So aluminium. And we'll get those ones to full load here. Go all the way down. Unload. All the way back up again. And that's it. We'll clone it out so there's 4 of them to start with. That is definitely overkill. But never mind. Fix your track. I'm not fixing anything. You only need 1 loading and 1 unloading. I don't know. It depends how many we get through. Because remember, we're going to get aluminium being dropped off at this station and aluminium being produced here. So we're going to get 2 lots of aluminium coming through there, Egg. Which is why I went for 3. Don't forget the deleted rails. The deleted rails. Is that what you meant by fix my track? They are. I've fixed my track. So then the last line that we need to do at the moment is the horrible one. Looking at the time, we've actually probably got time to do it. So we'll start with the station. And you know what? I'm going to do exactly the same station as what I did here. Just because I really liked the way it turned out. So we're going to go in with 1 depot like this. And then 1 depot like that. And then we're going to expand it out a little. And again, this is a drop-off station, so we're going to use this one. And we're going to do it 10 length. Ooh, what have I... Oh, there we go. 4 by 10. And over here, they just joined up and then went off. But for this one, I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. We're going to have... Yeah, we're going to have it just join up. I don't know what the throughput this line is going to be, and I don't know if we need to... If we will in... I don't know if we will need to improve it later. But we'll give it a go. And so there's the in, but then we need a second in here. So what I'm going to do is increase the land, drop that bit of land, put that across there, tunnel through. There is going to be our alternative way in. I think. That's a weird way of doing it. Oh no. Oh, it's not that bad. But I think they're the wrong way around. No, they're not the wrong way around. Oh, those signals are fine. Okay, cool. So the station's in. We just now need to connect it up and actually have the line go somewhere. I feel like just ploughing through the hill, but I don't know how many of those antenna things are on there. Should we see how straight we can go, or should we go round? This is what we were looking at earlier. So you can see with this part of the map of the world, if I can't actually zoom in any more than that. There needs to be another level of zoom in this game. Bear with me a minute. There we go. So, this is what we got. We've just been messing around with all this stuff up here. And we've got the line and all the goods coming into this section. We're going to put another station on the other side. I've just added this station. And somehow we've got to get around this hill. Factorio has an interesting zoom. You zoom out far enough and it shows the world map. I like that. I like that. Yeah, antennas. Antennas is probably one of the biggest problems. You can actually see them on the map. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them around there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's roughly 15 in this area here. Which is a lot of antennas. So we probably just can't do it. go around. I think you might be right. I think you might be right there. Let's do that then. So we're going to start by just popping the station in. Don't know what kind of station that was. But let's just go a bit silly and put a high security one in. And we want it 10 by 6, I think. Is a good amount. Wow, that's the silliest 10 by 6 I've ever done. It's the wrong way round. Oh, I can't believe I put it in the wrong way round. Let's try again. 10 by 6. There we go. Right. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get some fresh air in this room. It is still 23 degrees, which is stuffy. It's not a nice, warm, dry. It is a fuff, I think is what we'd call it. Fuffy heat. And I'll be back in just a minute. Oh, I missed again. Come on. Oh, Lydia's back. What? No, the... Ah. Is that shooting at me or is that somebody else?
Not me.
Me.
Oh, thank... I thought it was shoot... No, my goodness, I can see it. This is extremely dangerous for me, Brandon. Why are you doing this to me?
I got it.
No, I got it.
No, I got it. I shot it with a bow.
I'd also shot it with a bow.
No.
Right then.
Oh, but that's not safe at all.
No, it was not safe for me to be there while you was aggroing ghasts.
No, the ghost aggroed me.
Okay, there we go. I got quite lost. Oh my goodness, it's a bear. Oh my goodness, no, run. I didn't see the bear. Oh my goodness, it's right behind me. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Yeah. Oh, is it legging it? Oh, I got it. Oh, it's coming my way. Okay. I think I missed there. Right. Last arrow. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, there we go, folks. I've got the door open now because it was just too warm. So we want to be coming out this way. So we're going in and round. I think if we do that, that would be correct. Now I have no idea why I put this one as high security, but it would just seem like a nice change. Oops. There we go. And I don't know what the throughput of this one's going to be like or how it's going to be. But we're going to do it nice and simple to begin with. And if we have problems with trains backing up, then we will improve it. Sometimes I've got a good feeling that there's going to be a problem if I don't do it like special to handle extra throughput, and sometimes I feel like it doesn't matter. Now we need to be going down this sort of gap here. We will trim the side of this hillside a little to get through there, and I am going to just take it from here. There we go. See, I don't mind digging through hillsides. Some people seem averted to it, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's a realism thing or what. Station wrong way round? Yes, station is the wrong way round. But that's okay. Just do this and we'll fix it, no problem. There we go. Station is no longer wrong way round. And then what I was thinking is that we can cut across the corner of this hill. There is an antenna there. So I don't know how much we can cut across it. So let's find out. I think if we go from here to sort of there. Just trying to wing it a little bit. There we go. I think we might get through this one without any antennas. Oh, there's a town in the way, but we can go around that. So we're kind of just skirting through the edges of these hills. And then we've got to get some sort of diagonal in here anyway. Exactly where I'm not sure. I think, should we go under this town? Or just delete it. Yeah, that works too. I was not expecting that to work. Just boof. Railway line. Straight through. Brandon's like, let's go under. Don't need to go under, mate. Just obliterate it. That's what will do the job. Bear with me a second, folks. I just got to check something. Yep, bear me a second. Right, let's see if we can get this between... Ooh, it's close. I don't know. Yeah, we can go a little bit further down. Whoa. That is really close to the town, but that is how I wanted it. And they don't get a station. That's right, Egg. They don't get a station. Just like, bam, jobs are good 'un. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Right. I've got a funny feeling we're going to hit this. Yeah, we are. Oh, that's a shame. We're going to have put a wiggle in. Or a kink. Never mind. Brandon says, so I tried playing some modded Factorio, and then you remember why you stopped playing modded Factorio. Why did you stop playing modded Factorio? Go on then, I'll buy it. What is it? What's your story, Brandon? Tell us. Okay, there we go. We've got the line in. Let's just check it. Signal's going all the way. Signal's going all the way. So in theory here, we are picking up vehicle engines. So let's get a train engine. And we're picking up vehicle engines. Bugs be hard. Yeah, this is the biggest problem with modded gameplay. Bugs. One of the reasons why games take so long to make, produce, and all that sort of stuff is the quality control that they've got to go through in order to make sure that they're alright for the public to use. If games were as buggy as mods, then they'd be hell to play. They really would be. Nobody would like those games. But yet, for some reasons with mods, I don't know. Okay, there we go. So we've got one train, we've got its orders in, we're going to clone it so there's 4 of them, which again is overkill right now. And I think that's pretty much it. The only thing we've got to do now is get sand in. Not code bugs, alien bugs. Oh, do you mean the alien bugs? Oh, bugs is in the biters and spitters. Oh. No, there you go then. We've got a game that's going on amongst the Viewer Plus subscribers. They've been playing on Discord. They've been playing Factorio, which is great. I'm hoping to get a Viewer Plus server up and running sometime soon. That'll be fun to have. But for now, we're just going to crack on with what we've had. So let's use get rid of that window so I can see what I'm doing. Let's use the world map. And we will just attempt to find all the things that produce sand. So if we go to industry chains and go select cargo sand, it's just a quarry. According to that, that's the only thing that produces sand, quarries. So now we've got to find all the quarries. So disable everything. And then just turn on the quarries. Right, and we want to be getting quarries in and around here. And I'm seeing 3 in the area-ish. But it doesn't really matter on the quantity that we get from the quarry. It's more about the fact that we're just delivering some. You know? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a 6-length, 4-track station to pick up this quarry stuff. Like this. And we're just going to shuttle that in. And I think that'll do the job. I think it'll be alright. We don't need anything special here. Nothing special is required. Signals onto the end of the platforms to make sure that the platforms are not just counted as one entire block with the whole entire station. Get rid of the forbidden piece of track there. I mean, forbidden's a bit of a strong word, but I started using the word forbidden just to make people think it was really important. Not to like mislead anybody or anything, but just so people knew that like there is no reason to keep this piece of track. Remove it because it can cause problems. Not many problems, not big problems, but it can cause some annoying problems. Now, the only other thing is here where we're going to be able to actually put it in. And I think what we'll do is we'll just pop it in here. And we'll do a 3-track drop off. Oh, it's just not close enough. I feel like a spread station's in order. Just to get it close enough. You do exit signals for that station. What? For this station? If you mean this station, they're behind the station. They are there. You just can't see them. There you go. Look, see? If you don't mean that station, then please be specific, and I'll know what you're talking about. I mean, I could just... Yeah, we'll drop it off like this. We'll connect it up. We'll just have it as the same station. I'm not messing around with this stuff. Put it in, get it sorted, get it done, and jobs are good. Simple stations here will do the job. Anything more is more than what we need. He says that is the out, which we need a signal. Well, I don't know why I made that mistake. I know those signals should be there, but yet I still didn't put them in. I don't know why I didn't put them in. I needed to put them in, but I didn't put them in. There we go. And then somehow, I guess just down here, and then a connection. That'll do. That's no problem with that. There we go. Yanis, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How do you decide to do your openings for your station? You like to do both straight and diagonal. What do you mean, these bits? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Brandon, I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know. There we go. That's that done. So now we're just going to get a new vehicle. We're going to get the engine in, of course, first. And then we are picking up sand. Sand, which goes in a coal truck. And we've got one too many there. Get rid of that. Hold control to do full load on the orders there. And then tell it to go over there. It will drop them off because it should be accepted. Should it accept sand? Yep. There it does. It accepts sand. And then we'll hold control and clone a few of them. Holding control means they've got shared orders now. And then we'll set them on the way. And actually, that's it. That is everything that we decided to do, or I decided to do today. So what we did, we put in the engine plant. We have supplied the engine plant with cast iron directly from this furnace. We've also supplied it with aluminium, both from this bulk terminal and from that bulk terminal. Then we are getting some of the supplies from this blast furnace. We're getting the pig iron. We're sending it down the same line and bringing it over here to help facilitate this oxygen furnace and get the carbon steel pumped out more, ready for our rods, which were over here. The rod creation, ready for the tyre production, which is here. And I've gone too far. And then, in addition to bringing those two things in, we've also got a bit of sand to try and get some sort of bonus. I think you get a bonus if all three are supplied within the last 3 months. So that should help with that. And then the vehicle engines will just get picked up and taken all the way down to our assembly plant. So let's unpause the game and see how that goes. First things first, we're going to get a load of trains coming in through here. We've got the trains pulling in to this bridge north to pick up the pig iron. We've got trains coming in here to pick up the aluminium. This is both from the bulk terminal and the transfer order. And then we've got trains loading up in these stations to bring over the aluminium and the cast iron. So that's all going good. Over here we should have trains loading up. And that should be loading up quite nicely on... That's empty. Hang on a second. They're all empty. What's going on here? It's a brand new station and it's not. Right, I was supposed to connect that station. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fix it with a truck stop. There we go. Trains are now filling up. And there we go. You can see that we're getting tons of aluminium there, which is fantastic. We're doing nothing except dropping off over there, so that's good. Remember you get losses goods for 6 months because you did the bribe. I mean, I don't know what you mean on the losses, but I know you did post a link, so let's have a look and see if we can find out what that actually all says. So, bribe the local authority. This is very expensive and very risky, but can raise your rating every time you try and bribe. There's a possibility you'll get caught. If this happens, the company will lose out on some cargo and not be able to make any contact with the town's local authority for 6 months. So we're going to lose out on some cargo, whatever that is. There we go. But overall, we're doing okay. We're getting some transferring going on. The pig iron is actually being taken out, but the cast iron isn't. Why? Ah, this station doesn't have the coverage anymore, maybe. It should do. What's going on? Okay, we should be picking up cast iron here, and we're not. Why? Oh, we are picking up cast iron. It's just showing 0% transported. Apparently it's very poor. Well, that's not good. Local authority. Yep, they still hate us. Of course they still hate us. There we go. So over here, ALM's blast, everything is kicking off. We're waiting for aluminium to be transferred and brought round. Our first trains are going through. I think we've got our first train coming soon to deliver the pig iron. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to have a go at guessing how much this train's going to make. The train is carrying 275 tons of pig iron. And then we've got a big draw to do. Don't let me forget the big draw. It's coming all the way down here from Bridge North, all the way down this long track and dropping it off down here. If we have a look at the cargo payment rates and we turn pig iron on, we can compare that to passengers and mail, and you can see that it is worse than passengers. Okay, so we're looking at a payment rate for the most part which is worse than passengers. So let me know how much money you think this train is going to make. Shout it out in the chat in your thousands. And let me know. I'm going to have a guess as well, aren't I? I think it's going to make, considering that it's going quite a long distance. I mean, we can measure it. Let's measure it with some track. It is travelling roughly 320 blocks. And look, we've got the first aluminium train coming from up north as well. That's good. Actually, I think we're going to need more of these trains. So let's throw those trains on the track. I'm going to guess 42,000. That's going to be my guess. Leon's gone with 87. Dishing says 120. Elaine says 156. Party Pickly 145. What did I say? 42? Did I say 42? Everybody's putting much higher estimates than me. Like our lowest estimate, or one of our lowest estimates, is like roughly double what I said. Surely the train's going to go in the depot because I haven't put any depots on that line. Brandon's gone in with a 50k. We got a 52. Maybe I've just gone way under here. Somebody should put 2k right now because you're probably going to get closest. But we're about to find out. We just need to hide the trees. There we are. Let's unload it. Jackamac's gone with 31, which is even lower. 69, so with the 7, so that's 70k. A lot more than what I thought. A lot more than what I thought. Okay, let's check at these stations. Yep, we've got a couple of trains there, but I think with the rates that we're going to need a few more. And if we come down here and have a look, yep, we have actually lost all the trains there as well. So let's throw a few. Oh, which kind of train was that? Was that the oh, that is a pig iron train. Okay. So the aluminium trains are now starting to come in. We can see we've got our first ones coming through. Who was closest? Ian's was closest. So we're now delivering aluminium here as well. That is going to result in these trains loading quicker. We've got one already loaded at 70%. That's shooting up now. The local authority still think we're appalling. Oh, although we can actually do stuff now. We can like build a statue of the company owner. Definitely needed to do that. It was 70,000 to the nearest 1,000 rounded up. So we are getting aluminium transported from this bulk terminal. It's still not showing any cast iron being transported. Ah, right. I wonder... Yeah. I clicked the wrong station when I was checking the coverage before. Oh, and they refused to allow it. Oh, what are you going to do to me? What about if I bribe the local authority again? I haven't really got the money for that. We're going to have to go in with the trees trick. Ugh. We're going to have to go in and remove all the trees again. Because I need to build a spread station to be able to connect up this little difference that we've got. Right. Oh, broke a piece of track. They already think we're appalling. So this is not going to hurt anyone, is it? There we go. Just delete all the trees and replant them. This is a terrible game mechanic. I mean, it's not intended. The thing is, you can't call it a bug either. Because, okay, it is intended. So everything about the fact that you can do this is intended. You're supposed to be able to delete trees and they get angry. And you're supposed to be able to add trees and they get happy. And there's supposed to be a maximum amount of angriness they can get. Therefore, once you get past that point, they can't get any more angrier. So you may as well delete all the land. Then come in with all the trees and say, hey, look, here's some trees for you. And then before you know it, the town thinks you're medium again. But there must be something they could do to kind of stop that from happening. Bridge south. That's a bit too far out. There we go. So now we've got a spread station. These trains should start loading again. So that's at 20%. 22%. There we go. There we go. We should get the cast iron being moved as well now. Yeah, it's because the whole thing kind of falls apart because there is a cap to how much they hate you. Which is good, otherwise you could get locked out of a town forever. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be forever, but I kind of get what you mean. But there we go. Look, we've got our first aluminium train delivering, I think. That would have... Or did that transfer? No, we need a transfer order. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't done transfer orders for these trains. Coming in through here. Look. Aluminium to transfer. Transfer. There we go. Now we're getting aluminium dropping in. That's better. There's a lot of pig iron there to be picked up, so we need to sort out those pig iron trains. Get a few more of them on the line. How are we doing over here? We've got 3 trains loading. That's good. Over here, looks like we're doing all right. That's fine. Aluminium trains are doing good as well. We might need more of them. I don't know. Down here, how's it going at the... what is that? That's the quarry with the sand. Tell you what we should do, though. We should build a statue of the company owner. There. Oh, hang on. Which town? Oh, well, we'll do it in both. We'll do it in both. That should boost the ratings. So the ratings in there are 78% excellent. That will go up anyway. You think they need to remove the cap and have a decay to 0? I think there already is a decay to 0. Or at least there is a natural change which happens. Let's have a look. Game mechanics for the technical information. So each month the player's rating automatically changes. The rating goes up by 5 if it's less than 200. It goes up by 12 for each station that has transferred cargo in the last 50 days. And it goes down by 15 for each station that has not transferred cargo in the last 50 days. So even if you have no stations, your rating will slowly go back up to 200. So there is actually a decay to 0 already. Is it always the same statue? I don't know, actually. I can't even see the statue in this town. Where have they put my statue? Oh, it's over here behind that building. It's like a tiny little red mark there. It's about 3 pixels that you can see of it. It does make sense. So I don't see why they have like a minimum that it can go down to, the minus. Jan says, fix number 1, remove the hate cap. Yeah. Fix number 2, make towns not reward you for planting trees. Yeah, but... yeah. That could do it. Either of them would potentially do it. You have to have a code cap somehow. I don't think you do, Brandon. I don't think you do. Oh, look. We're getting our first delivery coming in of cast iron. Once we get our first delivery going of vehicle engines, we'll do our guessing game again. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everything else, we now have a very, very important giveaway to draw. I said that I would do a Viewer Plus giveaway of £50, a Steam voucher for £50 if we reached 50 Viewer Plus subscribers concurrent. And we did. I mean, we haven't got that now because 1 or 2 people's elapsed and then a few more people subscribed again. But I did say I'd do it, and we're going to do it live now. Okay. So I'm going to switch from this scene to the Viewer Plus screen, and whoever is listed as the thanks person will win the £50 Steam voucher. Okay, so good luck to everybody. We'll see what happens. It is completely and utterly random. It's just like you can see just above my head a mini version of it. So if we were doing it now, that would be network 17. And then 15 seconds later, a new one comes up. So it's going to be just the first person that comes up in that thanks section when I switch the scenes to the Viewer Plus page. And you can see, look, it's just changed there now. So here we go. Let's find out who that... I tell you what, let's build up the tension a little bit by showing you me press the button. So here's my tab that I use to control the live screens. There in the middle, there's a little. You can see the little yellow text. That's the Viewer Plus scene. So here we go. Who is getting £50 of Steam vouchers? Icy Bear 56. Congratulations to you. You are. I will contact you via email and arrange a £50 Steam voucher to get sent over to you. Congratulations. Just going to make a note of that. There we go. Congratulations. I don't know if you're watching now, but if you're watching now or later, or you're not watching right now, then in any case, congratulations. Now it looks like we've actually got a couple of trains that are coming with their engines. Coming with vehicle engines. We've got one there and we've got one here, and they're all full. We'll have another guessing game. But there we go. Bean was so close. Yes. Wow, the income from these other ones are looking quite good. And we're transporting quite a few and really starting to create a good number of them. So you guys seem to like the guessing games, and I enjoy it as well. So we're going to do it. We're going to do a guessing game again. And again, there's no prize for this. We've already done the big giveaway today. Also, folks, if you've got any ideas for like a future target, because now we've reached 50 Viewer Plus subs, that's amazing. If we want to like up that target and then like think of something we can do for it, then come across to the Discord, get into the ideas section, and let me know. And the link to the Discord is on my website. So here we go. We've got where is it? There's a train coming along the line. I'll give you some tips. So the train is carrying, because this is a 10 length train, it's carrying 475 tons of vehicle engines. It's travelling from this transfer station all the way down here, and the total length is roughly 360 squares. However, we're not going completely straight. There is a bit of a wiggle and a wiggle back. And if we have a look at the cargo payment rates for vehicle engines, you can see that it is pretty much between passengers and mail with a very low drop-off rate. So let's see what the situation is. That train is more than halfway there already. I'm going to have a look at see what you guys have said. I've got an idea in my head about how much it's going to be. Brandon's got 80k there. Andreas says 128. Jackamak 101. DGegg says 80, and Dishki says 115. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna let a few more people guess. I'm gonna go with 222,000. 222,000. That's what I'm gonna say. We're not too. Why is there Farber in this game? I only just noticed that town name. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going with 222,000. I don't know whether it will make that. We are delivering sand, and all of them are being supplied. So hopefully the number of engines will just skyrocket. We do also need some more vehicles though. So I'm going to clone that one 3 or 4 times. And is our train there yet? Train's not there yet. So let's just quickly nip back up here and check our stations. Any station that's empty like these ones, we need to like clone the trains that are going into those stations. Looks like that's all going good. We'll come back in a minute because I think our train is I think it broke down. Oh no, wait, there it is. That's another thing as well. I haven't done the depots on this line. So we'll have to put the depots in a minute. And ever since I've said 222, we've now got some higher guesses. Party Piggy's coming in with 208. And we've got another guess of 232. So, to be honest, I just went... Oh, I've completely run out of water. I just went with all the 2s. I did. Well, there we go. We found out who has won the £50 voucher. Remember, that was a special one-off giveaway, but I do giveaways every month, both for the viewers and the Viewer Plus subscribers. And I do not announce it... Do I announce it on YouTube? I usually announce it on YouTube as well, don't I? Yes. So they're usually announced on YouTube as well as announced on social media and Discord, but I sometimes forget to announce it on YouTube because the engagement on YouTube is nowhere near as good as on my Discord. Discord is the place to be. Okay, so of course this is a forced stacking depot system. So our trainee is going to come in, go into the depot, service if it needs to, refit if it needs to, and then it's going to dock in. I've got a funny feeling I might have overcooked this slightly. I think that's our first diesel train coming in. Available trains. Yep. I think it is our first diesel. Right, and the 134. Wow. Well, I really thought we was going to get a bit more of that than that. Are you the only one that thinks it's rude to be blocking the roads? It's a coincidence. It's fine. They'll do a bridge or a tunnel. Towns can build tunnels now. They didn't used to be able to build tunnels, and now they can build tunnels. And recently, they also added to the game a thing where the maximum length of a bridge or tunnel is guided by the size of the town. So the bigger a town is, the bigger the tunnel might do. Yeah, I think I was very much way off that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping it up because we've done absolutely everything I was set out to do today, and we've done a really good job. We've got a lot of lines in there now. Everything seems to be running quite smoothly. Some areas are getting a bit busy, but we're coping and it's running relatively smooth. So I'm happy with that. We're going to need a few more trains in. Like this station here has just got way too much stuff going on. So we'll just throw more trains at it and everything will be fine. How much is the second train? I think we've missed the second train. Yeah, the second train's already come through. So, yeah, we also need to upgrade the engines quite soon, don't we? But what we're going to do now is it was just spam. Ignore it. Doesn't mean anything. It's spam. It's either trying to con you or it's trying to sell you stuff. It's spam. Ignore it. So at the assembly plant, we are now bringing in 2 of the 4 things that are required for the supplies, and I think it's about time that we started delivering these vehicles somewhere. So we will do that next time. Yeah, that is why the mods delete it. So what we'll do is we'll probably add a little area in one of these quadrants where we can pick up the vehicles that we are creating, and we'll go and take them somewhere. Where we'll take them, I do not know. We'll have to wait and see. And we can have a look at some of the oldest parts of the network down here. You can see we're still using the passenger platforms in this area for some of it. This area I've already converted. But overall, it looks like it's going quite well. We are shifting engineering supplies out of there still. So, yeah. It's all looking good. What if they wanted to talk to me about an extended warranty? Oh, well, we're just going to transport the cars. We're just going to transport the cars. There's some interesting railway lines which we've done here. All sorts of little bits and bobs going on. It's nice to see so many different variety of things in a game. I've tried to do different bits and bobs. And I've tried to span across an entire network. So in theory, we should be bringing everything that an assembly plant needs, as well as everything that supplies an assembly plant should also be getting everything that it needs just to increase production. And hopefully that will be really good. And if we look at the world map here, we may not have spanned across the entire world yet. I mean, we've actually touched an extremely small part of the world so far in comparison to the size of the world. But the network is relatively extensive. And for the most part, I think it's working well. If we have a look at the station list and set it to just trains, and we set it to by total weighting cargo, there are a few places where there's a few things stacking up. So, for example, pig iron stacking up here, but we know about that. We recently put some new trains in. We're getting cast iron stacking up, but yet once again we know about that. We put some trains in. We're actually getting lots of tires now stacking up, which makes sense because last time we added the fourth and final supply that we needed, the steel wire rods, and that will have just rocketed up the production. So if we clone this train a few times, that will help there. And we've got a coal mine with lots of coal waiting at it, but you can see there's loads of trains coming in there to pick it up. And over here at Dunbridge Springs, we've got the limestone. They were just trying to shift so much limestone here, it's ridiculous. We've got, I think, 3 limestone mines coming through one station, which I probably shouldn't have done. But there we go, folks. We are going to leave it there for now. I think it's been interesting to see how things are going on around here. We've had some interesting problems to solve, and the solutions have been a little bit different, which is nice. And it's nice to get the line in that we wanted. So next time, we will connect up the vehicles and start delivering them somewhere, where, I don't know. Join me at the same time next week for another OpenTTD, and join me tomorrow night from 8 o'clock UTC for Transport Fever 2. If you like trains and you like OpenTTD, you'll probably like that live stream as well. So come along to that. It's a fantastic little game that's going on there. I really enjoyed the game. I'm enjoying the series, and I think you will too. And if you want to try something different, I'm doing something different at the minute. I'm doing some Skyrim on Thursday nights, so check that out too if you like. And on top of all of that, starting this week, starting today, there's a brand new series on my YouTube channel. 3 videos a week on top of my normal schedule. I'm doing some coding game videos in Python. They're going to be coming out 3 times a week on midday on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So look out for them. I'm not going to put them in the schedule because once that series has ended, I'm going to do 3 a week for a few weeks and then that's it. So you've got plenty of streams and contents going on at the minute. I hope you're enjoying it all. And if you are enjoying it all and want to support the channel, you might want to consider subscribing to Viewer Plus. It's the best way to support the channel. It's like a Twitch sub or like Patreon, but there's no middleman. You support me directly on my website and it's all handled securely via PayPal. You can support from as little as £3.15 a month. It's not a massive fee, but I appreciate that not everybody can afford to do that. So if you want to support the channel and you haven't got the cash lying around, then just spread the word. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, make sure you get comments in on the videos. It really does help. That helps as well. But there we go, folks. Yeah, it's also much cheaper than a Twitch sub. That's right, Brandon. And yeah, we haven't got a stream or anything, but the Viewer Plus people are playing Factorio on Saturday. And if you want to peek in on that happening, you can do that over on the Discord. There is a channel that they use where Viewer Plus people can speak and get involved. But if you're non-Viewer Plus, you can go in that channel and just watch the Viewer Plus people and see what they're getting up to. That's all from me for now. Have a good night. I will see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.